If you spend time on social media, you might have seen this video. A staff with supernatural powers. Even 100 of the world's strongest men can't stop it. And guess what? This staff came straight from heaven and was given to one man, Sheik Nurdin Dongo. La ilaha illallah. I was given this stick when I was just 9 years old. It heals incurable diseases, exposes criminals, and holds mysteries. Mysteries that are too scary to even talk about. What? I can see properly now. I'm healed. This is not just a normal stick. It's a miracle. I feel amazing. I've traveled the world looking for treatment, but nothing worked. Now I'm healed. I'm okay. I'm free. But the comments on social media, oh, they're even more interesting. Are you bringing evil spirits into the mosque? Hey, can that stick part the sea like Moses' staff? Are you a magician? These comments caught my attention too, and I had to find out for myself what's the truth. In this video, I'm spending more than a week with Sheik Nurdin. I'll investigate his stick every single day, I'll challenge it, I'll test it, I'll film it closer than anyone else ever has. And by the end of this journey, I will uncover the truth behind this so-called supernatural stuff. I don't believe it's all real, and I'm determined to prove it wrong. But first, I analyzed the videos of Sheik Nurdin, and don't worry, I brought backup. Meet Enoch, one of the strongest men in the world. This guy can lift a motorcycle, push away 2 speeding cars, and pull an entire truck with just his teeth. If anyone can stop this magic stick, it's Enoch. Let's see what happens. Can Enoch overpower this stick, or is there really something supernatural about it? Let's find out. Stay tuned as we uncover the truth behind Sheik Nurdin and his mysterious staff. You see this stick? It looks like an ordinary piece of wood, but when I command it, no power on earth can stop it, not even a nuclear weapon. If you've read the story of Moses from the Bible, you'll understand this better. In ancient times, the chosen ones always carried a staff, and their staffs, they weren't just sticks, they were tools from heaven. Sheik Nurdin Dongo from Tanzania claims his staff is just like those. He says it's a gift from God. The burning bush, the plagues in Egypt, the parting of the Red Sea, providing water from a rock. Moses used the staff for all of these miracles, and let's be honest, we always thought it was just a normal stick. But then I met Sheik Nurdin, who claims to be the only living man chosen by God to hold a staff like this.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hebu waonyeshe kidogo, wazungushe kidogo tuone nguvu hizo alipokutia nguvu Mwenyezi Mungu Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. Haya, nyinyi mtafanya kama mnaizuia sasa. Haya, bismillah. Haya. Wazungushe taratibu. Wazungushe kabisa. Wazungushe taratibu. Basi. Basi, ngoja kwanza niulize. Jamani, nguvu zipo hazipo? Zipo. Tuendelee au basi? Haya, tuendelee kidogo. Fimbo onyesha nguvu bado, onyesha nguvu hapo. Pata tahqiq. Wazungushe kabisa. Wazungushe. Nyanyua mikono yao juu. Nyanyua juu mikono yao. Basi. Basi. Basi natosha. Tuendelee basi.
To truly understand Sheik Nurdin's story, we need to go back to the year 2000.
Mimi nimezaliwa katika familia ambayo wazazi wangu.
I was born in 2000 in a Christian family, a normal boy, nothing special until I turned 7. That's when I started hearing a call from God. It wasn't just a feeling, it was like God was urging me to convert to Islam. But when I told my parents, they all turned against me. I tried to explain this isn't my choice, it's God's will. Every night, a man would come into my dreams telling me to join Islam, but my parents wouldn't understand. I even approached the sheikhs, asking how much it would cost to become a Muslim. They laughed and said it's free for everyone. No matter what young Dongo tried, he couldn't convince his parents. Even when he tried escaping to live with Muslim families, they refused to take him in. They were scared. They knew his parents' wrath would be considered abduction, so they told him he needed his parents' consent. And at just 9 years old, Dongo had no way out.
Hiyo hali ilienda mpaka nilipofikisha umri wa miaka 9.
The dreams wouldn't stop. I told myself I will die if I don't listen to God, but I was too young to make any decisions. I begged my parents to let me go to the mosque on Fridays. They refused. Then something strange started happening. Every time they refused, one of our domestic animals died. This happened 5 times. They started mocking me, saying there's some power behind this boy. They even forced me to eat the meat of the dead animals, but I knew the Islamic rule: you don't eat animals that just die without reason. I refused. My father's anger grew. As a farmer, he couldn't keep losing animals. I knew it was only a matter of time before he did something terrible to me. So at 9 years old, I made the hardest decision of my life. I escaped, I ran away, and I went to live in the forest. A young boy alone in the forest, all because of dream and an unshakable belief. What happened next is the beginning of a journey that will change everything. This is where Nurdin's story gets even more incredible. Imagine a 9-year-old boy alone in the forest. It's like a scene straight out of a Tarzan movie.
Nikaanza kulala pale.
I was sleeping in a tree when I had this dream. A voice said, "Congratulations, you are almost there. Don't be afraid. I own this forest and all the animals in it." The voice told me to climb down the tree, remove the leaves on the right side, and I would find a staff for my protection. It said to keep the staff safe for the rest of my life. When he woke up the next morning, Nurdin remembered the dream. He climbed down the tree, and right there, just as the voice had said, was a pile of leaves. It looked deliberate, as if someone had placed them there. Underneath, he found a stick. At first, he thought it was just a coincidence, but something told him this was no ordinary dream, so he kept the stick. And then came the day that changed everything. The day Nurdin and everyone around him discovered the secret powers of the stick. I spent 5 days in the forest, surviving on fruits. One day, I heard voices, children. I rushed back up the tree to hide, but they saw the footprints on the tree and they spotted me. They recognized me because I used to visit their home to study the Quran. The children begged him to come down and join them, but Nurdin refused. He remembered their master had rejected him out of fear of his parents. The kids didn't listen. They carried him and his stick back to their master.
Tumefika pale, mwalimu akaniona.
When we reached their home, the master accepted me. He said, "I will adopt you, but only as a child rejected by his parents. I didn't kidnap you. These kids are my witnesses." He asked about the stick I was holding. I told him, "It's mine and I can't leave it. I like it too much." He didn't take it seriously.
Muda huu anatuangalia vizuri kwamba vipi tunaweza kula kwa adabu. Na vipi tunaelewa yale ambayo
They brought food to share, a big plate as Muslims do. The master's wife was there. She looked so tired and weak, unable to do anything by herself. Just as we were about to start eating, the stick refused. It started levitating and beating everyone's hand when they tried to touch the food. We were all shocked. We screamed. The master came in, thinking it was the devil in the stick. He prayed to God to stop it, but the stick had its own plan. It pulled all of us toward his wife's head like a bullet. It hit her and she collapsed instantly. Then the stick stopped. It fell back into my hands as if it was mine alone. Chaos broke out. The master was furious. He shouted at Nurdin, "If my wife dies, you will die. You brought this evil stick into my house." He accused Nurdin of trying to kill his wife on a purpose. At just 9 years old, Nurdin thought he had met his fate.
nikaa na hofu sasa, nikasema hapa sasa.
I thought this was the end. I started questioning all the dreams I had. I remembered my parents' warning. Everything turned dark. I thought I was already dead. But then something unexpected happened.
Ule mama akapiga chafya, akaamka, akanajinyosha.
While I was still wondering what to do next, the master's wife woke up. Oh my God, she stood up, and this time she was different. She was full of energy. She said she felt better than she ever had before. She even lifted a bucket of water by herself. Everyone laughed in disbelief. The master, now overjoyed, asked his wife, "How do you feel?" She said, "I feel better than ever before." The master was amazed, but he told everyone, "We must keep this a secret." He took Nurdin's stick and kept it in his office for safekeeping. And from that moment, everything changed. Now that Nurdin doesn't have his magic stick, what's he going to do? How will he get it back? Will his master return it to him? Because let's be honest, if you had a stick that performed miracles, wouldn't you want to keep it?
Basi akawa ameongea nao.
The master knew he couldn't keep this magic stick for much longer. The next day, he called other sheiks from different places. He told them about the magic stick, but they didn't believe him. They thought it was a prank. So they brought the stick out. They tried asking it to beat us just like he did before, but nothing happened. They all laughed and said, "See, it's just a normal stick."
Kisha wakasema labda tumwambie mwenye kijana aisemeshe.
As they were about to leave, one of the sheiks said, "Why don't you talk to the stick? Tell it to do something." I asked, "How do I do that?" The master said, "Just tell it to shake you like it did before." So I picked up the stick and said, "Can you shake us as you did?" And suddenly, bam, we were almost thrown into a pillar. They were all amazed.
Sheikh mmoja akauliza kwamba mimi nina maradhi katika mwili wangu.
One sheikh stood up and said, "I have a secret disease. No one knows where I'm hurting. Can the stick touch where I'm injured?" The stick pulled us straight to his back. Everyone was shocked. It turned out he had a severe back injury, something he had been hiding for years. From that day, he never felt that pain again. That's when they realized this stuff wasn't just a stick. It only worked for me. They started asking, "Is this boy a chosen one?" Moses had a staff. Muhammad had a staff. Every messenger of God came with a staff. Could this boy be one of them? sheikhs questioned Nurdin's master, "Does this boy have anything special about him?" The master replied, "He's still new here, but he's more ambitious than any child I've ever seen, and his dreams, they are not normal. I'm starting to believe he might be a chosen one." From that day, they changed his name from Dongo to Nurdin. They officially welcomed him into the Islamic community and began teaching him the Quran. Everyone knew he was different.
Simu zinapigwa sana nyumbani.
One day, I got a call from my father. He said, "All of us have converted to Islam. I thought it was a trick to catch me and bring me back home, but I was old enough now to defend myself. So I went to see them. When I arrived, I couldn't believe my eyes. My entire family was dressed in white, smiling. It was a celebration. I never thought I would see the day when my parents would convert to Islam. It was a miracle." Nurdin excelled in his studies. He became a sheikh himself, and soon he was allowed to go out in public, not just to teach people about Allah, but to perform miracles. And that's how I first saw his video on social media. But here's the thing, I'm not someone who believes things easily. So today, I'm traveling with Sheik Nurdin from Dar es Salaam to Mwanza. There's a special Muslim event happening there, and he's expected to perform miracles. I'll be there with all my camera batteries charged and my eyes wide open to uncover the truth about this mysterious stick, because let's face it, some tricks must be involved.
na tunasema kwa ndani hatuwezi kushuhudia kazi kwa Mungu Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. Hawa wanaohusika ndio kama kwanza wazungushe kidogo. Hawa wanaohusika wazungushe kidogo. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Wazungushe
Look at this. The stick is writing something down. It seems like it's giving instructions, and you can see it in their eyes. Everyone here is amazed. This is unbelievable. When the stick touches water, it becomes holy. Everyone who drinks it claims to be healed. But is this really true? Maybe we need a real doctor here to confirm the truth before and after, because honestly, I still can't believe it. Sheik Nurdin is a celebrity in Tanzania. Everyone knows him. This magic stick made him famous. But there's something I've noticed. In every video of him, there's a man in white Muslim clothing. He's always there, holding the stick awkwardly in the middle, as if he's hiding something. Could this man be part of a trick? I'm sorry, Nurdin, I have to challenge you one last time. If you succeed, then I'll admit it. Your stick is truly powerful. So, I've brought in someone special. In Dar es Salaam, there's a man called Enoch. Enoch, the Superman. One of the strongest men in the world. This time, I won't ask you to remove your mysterious white-clothed man. Instead, I'll make him dance and wrestle with the giant. If you win, I'll surrender. Today is the day. Enoch is here, the magic stick is here, and Sheik Nurdin, the man who claims to be the chosen one, is ready. So let's do this.
Bismillah. Zuieni kabisa. Zuieni spine shot, zuieni. Zuia kabisa, zuia. Zuia spine shot, zuia. Zuia, hey. Zuia kabisa kufanya chochote. Zuia chochote. Zuia. Boss, wageuzie. Wageuzie kwenye kamera. Zuieni. Wageuzie huku kwenye kamera. Bas. Wacha. Ninatosha ndio tukajasha. Shaka vipi, nguvu zipo hazipo? Nguvu zipo hazipo jamani? Zipo. Shaka nguvu zipo hazipo? Zipo kabisa. Watingisha tu. Watingisha kabisa. Bas. Wanyanyue juu kidogo, simame kidogo. Zuieni. Bas. Watch. Ileteni njoo. Yacheni. Nitakajasha. Mbona kanyago? Sawa. Huyo ndo Allah jamani. Ndio mweza wa yote. Kwa kufanya hivi ni kuwafahamisha watu wajue hakika ya uwepo wa Mwenyezi Mungu na hakika ya uwezo wake. Lakini hii sio hivi, inaweza kufanya makubwa zaidi ya haya. Inaweza kufanya makubwa zaidi ya haya na watu wakashuhudia. Kwa kile mtu haraka akubali mpaka aone. Na inshallah wataona, hata wale ambao wanakusudia kuona wataona siku zijazo kwa idhini ya Mwenyezi Mungu.
Before I came here, I spent 4 days in training. I stopped cars. I wrestled with the strongest men. I beat them. I broke bricks with my bare hands. I even pulled the whole truck full of passengers with my teeth. When I heard there's a light stick that I can't handle, I thought it was a joke. Enoch, how did it feel when you wrestled the stick and tried to overpower the little boy in white? No way. There's no way that little boy made me dance. It's like the stick itself followed his instructions. None of my strength could stop it. I fought giants, but it felt like wrestling with something supernatural. I am one of the strongest men in the world, and I confirm, this stick has powers beyond human understanding. If it were a man, I would have stopped him. He wouldn't have even moved a bit. But it challenged everything I thought I knew about strength and power. As my time with Sheik Nurdin comes to an end, this stick has left me more baffled than ever. I believed Enoch would help me uncover the truth about this mysterious stuff, but instead, he only deepened the mystery. What are these powers? Are they from God, as Nurdin claimed, or is there something else we're missing?
Kweli kifua kinamsumbua? Akasema yeye, hebu tuambie unachokiona kingine nini? Kingine? Ngoja nizoe. Ngoja tulia. Tulia nguvu ndogo utakusikia mtu ajicho. Hebu tuambie siri yako moja. Huyu. Haya. Alafu huyu. Hapo kuna nini? Haya basi ngoja nimuulize.
This video took a long time to produce. I searched for every possible detail about this stick, and now it's time to share this story with the world. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe and share it. May Sheik Nurdin continue healing people and spreading light, and as for me, I'll be here documenting every story of chosen ones and living mysteries, because the world deserves to know their stories. I'm Nameless Campos, and this is Afrimax English. For more amazing stories like this one, you know what to do.